Hi guys, it's Chris at Cork and Crown, back at the table, dining room table, in an extension with some more cider to try. And I'm doing another commercial cider today, and we've sort of done it recently, sort of, but kind of not. I did a Thatcher's Weston's vintage, 2023 vintage sort of face-off, if you like, a few films ago. And I was in Aldi the other day, Aldi and Lidl. I have to say, I don't really go there very much, but the reason I do go there, and I'm pretty sure this is why they do it, is they do have some pretty good wines. Seriously, if you like wine and you like bargains, it's worth going to have a look. They do have some very good stuff, some really good sparkling stuff as well. So I was in there, and it's right next to the cider section, obs. And I know it's on the shelf, this vintage cider, and it's from Weston's. I thought, oh, it's got to be exactly the same one. But no, because it's 6.8%. And the one I had before was 8.2%, I think. So yeah, Weston's. A medium dry, light sparkling cider traditionally crafted with a single year's harvest of English bittersweet cider apples. Matured and blended by Guy Lawrence, to create a full-flavoured, traditionally crafted, refreshing cider reflecting all the qualities you would expect from the West Country. Anything else on here? No ingredients, obviously, because you don't have to put ingredients. You put sulfites on, because that's, you have to put that. It's an allergen. You have to make it in bold, but you don't have to put ingredients on ciders, which is odd, I think. But what that means, if you get a cider and there's no ingredients on it, you probably want to go, why aren't the ingredients on there? Because most of the best cider makers that I'm aware of put the ingredients on because they want people to know how they've done it, and that they haven't put lots of stuff in. You know, it's low intervention. You know, minimal or non-intervention, basically. I think But for Organic says ingredients: organic apple juice. That's it. That's all Martin Harris puts in. So if you can't see an ingredients list on a bottle, I'd be a bit suspicious. That's all I'm saying. What are they hiding? Deep state. So yeah, this is the same, I guess, but it's different, I guess. It's specially selected by Aldi. Right, screw cap. Yes. Let's pour it into this Riedel glass. Very clean Riedel glass. Okay, so this will be forced carbonated. So, in the Thatcher's Weston's face-off, Weston's one, it was the better of the two by some margin. And Jack Toy, who's a White House Orchard, we tried just very recently, messaged me and said, oh, actually Weston's still all used from like fresh pressed juice. It's not concentrate, which is great. It explains the difference, actually. But I was wondering how they do that, because that's to be selling that stuff all year round, you need a lot of juice. So I'm wondering if they're like cold storing or storing in like gas or something like that, apples, and then pressing them when they need them. So they're not pressing them all at once, they're harvesting them and keeping some like stored. So they can press them, in sequence to continually have enough juice to make 100% juice ciders. I guess is what they are. I mean, they must be chaptalizing or something. 8.4%, 8.2%. I mean, you don't get many cider varieties that are getting up that high. Generally speaking, I mean, some of the ones you get from Ross and Wine get pretty high, like in the eights. And I know that Turner's, which we tried with the Exmoor Mellow in the recent video. Again, that was in the eights. But this is only 6.8. So if it's the same vintage, why is it a different ABV? So either they're watering it back or they're chaptalizing. Chaptalizing equals adding sugar, to bolster alcohol production. Oh, I haven't got me whatever you call this, light. I mean, it's quite scary. Put it there, just so then you can see me so much better. You probably can't see me any better at all, actually. Oh, come on, Chris, you stupid old Phil. Get on there, you light. Oh, ow. That shouldn't make much of a difference. It makes it a little bit brighter, perhaps. Okay. I don't like it because it's got glasses, you can see the reflection. Always annoys me that when I see it in other people. And I do it without my glasses, but I'm long-sighted. I can't really see the screen very well. If the screen was on the other side of the room, I'd be able to see it. I wouldn't, because then it'd be too far away. So I've got to wear glasses. Anyway, let's look at the colour. Let's do this properly. Colour. Gold with a hint of amber. Very bright, obviously, so it's going to be icy filtered. It's force carbonated. Gotta be. Yeah, there you go. There's the colour. I mean, I prefer that it's 6.8 still strong, but I'm glad it's that rather than 8.2. I just think it's too strong. It's just too strong. It's unnecessary, particularly if they're chaptalizing it up to 8.2. You know, it's just, nobody needs to drink stuff that strong. People just get drunk and sick and violent when they're drinking stuff like that. It's unnecessary, especially when it doesn't taste as strong as it is, and it's like got sugar in, so it's like, ooh, lovely, sweet. You know, it's alcohol pops. That's what it is. Let's smell it. Smells of apples. It smells of apples, which I don't think the Thatchers did in that video we did. It just smelled of confection. This does smell of apples. Fresh apples, eating apples, maybe a hint of sort of hint of demerara in the background. Maybe tinned pineapple juice. I mean the syrup it comes in, not the pineapple. You know what I mean? I don't even like pineapple, but I kind of know what that smells like. Yeah, smells clean though. Smells of apples. That's a good thing. Yeah, okay, I'll go with that. It's not super complex, but there's nothing wrong with it at all. Let's taste it. Okay, follow through on the palate. Did it say dry? Did it say dry? Full fruity, traditional, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't say dry. 100% pressed apples it says though, we like that. So no concentrates in this. Sorry, doesn't say whether it is medium or dry or anything else, which is fine, because actually it's all right. Yeah, it's a nice, I mean, they might say this is like medium dry. I'd say this is a really nice medium, is what I would say. Crisp, with a nice sweetness, some acidity, so offsets the sweetness that is there. The sweetness doesn't feel too fake, actually. It feels like they've used sugars rather than a sweetener. I don't know if they have or not, but that's what it feels like, for sure. It's pleasant. It's not super complex, but you know what? That is pleasant. And I don't think it was very expensive, and it's a 750ml bottle. Yeah, if you're passing an Aldi, you want to try something. For me, on a hot day, which they're coming, folks, eventually they're going to get here, on a hot day, in a garden or in a park, you know, I'd drink that. It's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. It's pretty decent value. Well done, Westons. And the Cloudy from Weston's, I thought that was actually pretty solid. So Weston's, for a company of that size, actually saw very well indeed. I would say that Cloudy is now my favourite supermarket cider. Dunkerton's, is it Black Fox from Dunkerton's? Is up there as well. I haven't had it for a little while. But yeah, that Cloudy from Weston's. Yeah, but this from Aldi, not bad. Not bad. I don't know why I'm promoting Aldi, for goodness sake. You know, I'm doing myself out of a job. Anyway, folks, thank you for joining me at this table with this bottle of cider. Cider is wine from Aldi. I hope you join me again. But until that time, cheers.